What's up guys, Chris here, bringing you some live commentary gameplay for Gears of War 3. We are playing some Execution, and in this video, this actually isn't a live commentary gameplay. For this video, I wanted to do a first impressions of my first impressions of Gears of War 3 multiplayer, as well as the campaign. I have yet to play Horde mode and Beast mode, but I'm just going to give you guys my thoughts. For this part, I'm going to give you my thoughts in the single player, mainly because I have two Execution gameplay, and I'll talk about that in the multiplayer or in the next game. So I'm going to give you guys a double dose of two gameplays for Gears of War 3. And today we're playing on Checkout, and yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the gameplay while I talk about the campaign. I won't spoil anything for you guys, but the campaign for Gears of War 3 is probably the best one out of all three of them. It obviously concludes the whole Gears of War story, coming from Marcus Phoenix and all the other characters. I do believe that they are planning, or they're making other Gears of War games, but it's not going to be focused on like this side. It's going to be a prequel, kind of like what Halo Reach was to like Halo 1. So hopefully they do that, and hopefully everything goes well and they take their time with it, just like they took their time with this game and basically all their other games. Gears of War 1, Gears 2, and Gears 3 were amazing games. They all got like 9.0 average ratings, and they won numerous Game of the Year awards. Gears of War is one of the best franchises on the Xbox, and as well as one of the best franchises on any console. Or it's one of the best franchises in a video game. So the campaign is roughly around, for me, I played on normal mode, and it took roughly around 7 to 8 hours. I really enjoyed it. There was really cool sequences. There were some moments from like Gears of War 2. There aren't any driving scenes in this one. There was a driving scene in Gears 2. I think it was like on Act 4 or Act 3 in Gears 2, where you can actually drive one of the trucks that they have, and they didn't bring it back in this game. The only kind of sequences you had where you were floating like on a blimp or whatever, and you can kind of control the turret, so that's really nothing. I was kind of hoping for a driving level in this game, but you know, it didn't really need to be added. Maybe, you know, when they release DLC for the single player campaign, then yeah, they'll do it. But from what I enjoyed about the Gears 3 campaign was probably there was two big moments that happened in the game, and I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but it was really good. And honestly, it kind of, I wouldn't say made me cry, because obviously I didn't cry, but it kind of made me upset at myself, kind of seeing that this is the last game in the main Gears of War series. And I'm not going to really spoil it for you guys, but obviously if you play the campaign, you'll know what I'm talking about. So my final thoughts on the Gears of War 3 campaign is that it's a must-buy. Obviously, the campaign itself, you'll get your money's worth. I don't know anything really about Horde mode or Beast mode, but from what I can tell, that they've really upgraded or updated Horde mode. You can actually like purchase equipment now, and kind of like it's more advanced towards Horde 2.0. And you can do a lot of crazy stuff in this Horde mode. I haven't played it yet, but hopefully I will bring you guys some multiplayer or some gameplay of Horde, as well as Beast mode. Beast mode, you play as the Locust and you take on the Cog, so it's really cool. You know, it's really worth the $49 or $59. But yeah, this gameplay is up, and I'm actually going to be talking about the multiplayer aspect of Gears of War 3 and give you my thoughts about it, since I have a bit of a competitive side towards the Gears of War series. Let me just take a sip of water while I do this. So Gears of War 3 multiplayer, it's way better than Gears of War 2. Now, Gears of War 1, I did play that professionally. I did game battles for it. I also did game battles for Gears of War 2, but I did do Gears of War 1 competitively in MLG Toronto 2007 or 2008. I don't remember what year. I'm pretty sure it was 2007 is when MLG Toronto came. And I played that in the competitive state, and I obviously died there by a digger launcher. And I have to say that this is going to be a really good competitive game for like any type of tournament, MLG, game battles, whatever other tournaments that host Gears of War is going to be really good. and if Epic kind of listens to their fans and what they need to improve, then it's going to become even better. And I can see that this game is probably going to last maybe until, I'd say, 2013 for the professional aspect of it. I'm hoping to get into the professional aspect of Gears of War. You know, hopefully I can do some game battles in the future. But as of right now, I'm just taking it easy and giving you guys tips on Gears of War 3. So there are 5, I think there's 5 modes or something like that. There's Team Deathmatch, Warzone, Execution, Wingman, Guardian, and I believe there's like, I don't even know if there's Annex anymore. I think it's like King of the Hill or something. The main games that I play are Team Deathmatch, as well as Execution. Now, both of these gameplays that I brought for you guys is Execution gameplay, and I am pretty upset on what they did to Execution. Now, if you guys have played Gears of War 1, Gears of War 1 is, obviously, Gears 1, you can actually make your own game. Now, what I mean by that is that you can create your own match and put the rounds, and you can put the time limit, and you can put the time that you get up from, or the time it takes from you to get up in Execution. And that was all fine in that. The matches would be like 10 rounds. Everybody would be playing 10 rounds, 7 rounds, 5 rounds. That'd be good. And then Gears of War 2 came out, and they put the maximum 5. You couldn't create your own matches anymore, so they put it to 5. So I was like, okay. And a lot of people didn't, you know, really like that. But then we got used to it because the matches would last around roughly, I'd say maybe 5 to 10 minutes, roughly. It really depends. If you're facing a good team, it could take up to 15-20 minutes per match on Execution. But now Gears of War 3 has come out, you have Execution. And when I played the first one, which was my first match in Execution, was actually the one previous to this match, which was the, I forget what the shopping one, the electronics, I don't remember what the map is called. And when I saw it, it had the number 3 to it, and then I thought to myself, did they really put the maximum rounds of Execution as 3? And I kind of facepalmed right there because it feels like they didn't even bother listening to their fans, because for Execution 3 rounds goes by quick. So whenever I bring you guys an Execution gameplay and if it's like a 4-minute gameplay, I'm have to put 3 matches into one, which is obviously good for you guys, and obviously I don't mind it. But if I want to last long and play and have fun time getting a good match, I want it to be a long match, and obviously 3 rounds just isn't right. Hopefully they can fix that with like a title update or patch update, but I don't see them doing that because I do feel like they're a lot noob friendly in this game, and it really sucks that they're noob friendly in Gears of War 3. They introduced Team Deathmatch, which is obviously an okay game. I still play Team Deathmatch, and I'm actually going to be doing some Team Deathmatch gameplay in the next coming days. But other things about this game is that the I forget what the sawed-off shotgun is way overpowered. Whenever I'm playing an Execution or any game type, and I'm all alone, I think I'm all alone, and I keep hearing little footsteps, and I turn around, I get blasted a one shot from behind from the enemy. Obviously, that happens with a regular shotgun, but the thing is that you can't really tell if your enemy or the enemy is using the sawed-off shotgun, so it's really hard. Unless you really pay attention, or you can tell if they shoot you and miss, then you're gonna know, oh, that person has a sawed-off shotgun, so you can tell the rest of your teammates, watch out for this guy, he's got a sawed-off shotgun. And I guess that's the only thing to be worrying about. Obviously, if you have a good team, you can communicate with one another and tell each other, oh, watch out for this guy, he's got a sawed-off shotgun and stuff like that. So I don't think there's any way to kind of reduce the sawed-off shotgun. I don't see them like reducing the damage or the reload time, because the reload time's already long enough. The thing they could do is probably decrease the damage and increase the reload time on it, but then they would have to increase the reload time on the campaign as well and all the other matches, and I don't really see that happening. But you know, I'm going to actually be giving you tips on that, on how to avoid sawed-off shotguns in the next coming days. Probably this weekend I'm actually going to start filming tips and tutorials on how to get better in Gears of War 3, since you guys are kind of getting a professional aspect of it, since I used to play Gears of War professionally for Gears 1. And then Gears 2 I took in game battles. But you know, I don't really see them doing anything so much with the sawed-off shotgun. I really hope they would, but it's not gonna happen. The hammer burst in this game is my favorite fucking weapon. The hammer burst is just insane. And they've actually added a new thing where you can kind of aim down the scope. It kind of looks like you're playing a first-person shooter type of game, and it's really cool, and it really helps. And I'll also give you guys tutorials on how to get better with aiming down the sights with that gun. As you can see, this guy here with the, I don't know if that was a sawed-off shotgun or the boom shot, but he kind of messed up there. The Lancer I don't really use, the Retro Lancer I don't use, the Torque Bow is really good, the boom shot, yeah, I kind of don't like how they put another ammo, like 2 wasn't enough. I think there was only 2 in Gears of War 1. I'm actually just looking behind me, my Xbox, like, somebody sending me messages. And then the sniper is 12 bullets again, or no, I don't think it's 12 bullets, I think it's 6. I don't remember how much it was for Gears 1. I think it was like 8 or something. 8 for Gears 1, I don't remember. But yeah, you know, I'm really liking the Gears of War 3 multiplayer a lot. And like I said, this game can obviously last long for a kind of professional aspect, like MLG game battles or whatever, if Epic listens to everybody, like all their fans, with the feedback and everything. But that's about it. You know, I'm not going to really give a review on it. You guys can obviously tell that I really like it, and I'm always going to be posting a lot of Gears of War 3 gameplay for you guys. But another thing to note is that this weekend my parents are actually leaving to Cuba, so I'm going to be gone for half the day, and then I'm going to be coming back home, filming some Gears of War 3 tutorial videos, and kind of showing you guys a hands-on look on how I play Gears of War 3, and how I, you know, end up doing good in some matches, and sometimes, you know, I do bad. And I'm not going to really blame myself, you know, we all do good and bad at sometimes, but I'm going to film like a hands-on perspective, and I'll use my camera to film my hands, and you guys can see how I use the hammer burst, and I'll show you guys how to get better with the hammer burst, and getting you top-notch to using the hammer burst and getting a fast trigger finger, because I do think hammer burst is obviously one of the best weapons. Obviously you can see here I've been just raping with the hammer burst, and a lot of people don't really use the hammer burst. I don't know why. I guess they don't really have fast trigger fingers, but I know I do, and I know I will be giving you guys some tutorials and tips on that. But this gameplay is almost ending, just beating down this final locust, and boom, and that's it. Anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed the gameplay commentary. Don't forget to leave a like and a favorite if you did as well. Leave a comment. Anyways guys, this is Chris. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.